All right, welcome back. We are back on air, and we are getting ready for the game of the day. I'm sure a lot of people have been waiting for this. We've had some really, really good games so far. I mean, I don't want to downplay it. I just said, Idra, being a pro gamer, of course, is probably one of the bigger names in the Star League. We have a lot of big name players though here. We saw JF playing earlier, for instance. But yeah, I think a lot of people have been waiting for this game, so I'm very, very excited about this. There were 8 games played for the first round, so we're just casting 4 of them today. The rest will hopefully be done into VODs later on, although we did have a couple games that weren't played due to walkovers. I think one game, maybe 2. So those games obviously won't be turned into VODs since the games didn't happen and won't be happening. Straylock was sick, and so they're going to be playing that game later on in the week, Straylock versus KR, and that game's going to be played later on, and so we'll look for some VODs to come out for that game as well. And Ultraling versus Octzerg are going to be playing later in the week as well. Octzerg was not able to get to his computer this week, so but Ultraling did not take a walkover win. He insisted on playing the game, so very good of him. We're going to see that game later on in the week as well. But anyway, moving on, we're going to be casting the game here. Let me maximize my window, and away we go. By the way, shout-outs to Doso, Lord Weird, Neo Bowman, Magnum. All of those people have been have been helping out, keeping everything sane and all that. And so props to them. Thanks very much. They're always being very helpful in this kind of thing, so it's good to have them around, definitely. But now away we go here. Idra is going to be spawning in the bottom right in blue. There's a blue Terran there. And Xiaozi is the top right in teal. And maybe they were having some lag in the game because they're discussing what do we do or something like that. We'll see. It looks like they're going to keep playing, though. This is Andromeda. So hopefully we'll be seeing a longer game, kind of a macro game. This map is obviously very good for macro. You get your 3 bases pretty quickly. Interestingly, you actually often see Terrans will just take their gas natural expansion, and then they'll take their gas natural expansion, but they won't take their mineral only for a while. And they'll just go SK Terran off of 2 bases. And then use that 3rd for when they start running out. They'll get that 3rd base to try to produce more Marines for a longer game there. But anyway, we are seeing Xiaozi go for looks like 9 pool build. He's got down to pool on 9. By the way, I want to point this out. Xiaozi, I know that Xiaozi, his name, it's spelled, well, you can probably see how it's spelled, Xiaozi. It's a Chinese name. He's Chinese-Canadian, I believe. I know that in Chinese it's not pronounced Xiaozi. I'm not sure off the top of my head how to pronounce it, though. So Artosis kind of started calling him Xiaozi. I'm pretty sure it's not pronounced Xiaozi, at least. Maybe that's how he likes to pronounce it, but I think there's a Chinese pronunciation that I don't know. But since I don't know it, I'm just going to go with Xiaozi since everyone kind of calls him that, since that's how Artosis started off. Yeah, it's probably like Shaoxi or Shaoshi or something like that. I'm not sure. I took a couple Chinese history classes and learned a little bit several years back, but I forgot how to pronounce to romanize Chinese. Anyway, he's got some Zerglings coming out. Whatever you say how his name is. He's got, looks like 6 Zerglings. I'm not sure if he's going to make 8 or not. We'll see if he does. Popping out. He's saving up larva here, and maybe he's trying to wait until he can see what's going on in Idra's base. Or actually, look, he's got a drone out, so he may be just trying to make another hatchery here before making more lings. Yeah, he's switched over to drones, so he's just got 6 Zerglings out. Not surprising. It's really easy to hold your ramp on this map, so really those Zerglings are just to put some pressure on. And Idra has a nice little ramp blockade with 4 SCVs and a single Marine. There might be space on the right, though, for those Zerglings to get around the SCVs. The Zerglings do get around the SCVs, and they're able to charge in and attack the Marines. Oh my gosh, Idra has some pro gamer micro, but he's going to have to use every bit of it here. Oh man, Idra not blocking his ramp quite well enough, and the Zerglings just distracting the SCVs. Now he is able to block his ramp again. He needs to get some more SCVs on that ramp though, or some additional Zerglings could get in. He's complaining a little bit about the lag here, but another command center going down, so it looks like he's just going to switch in, and you know, he lost a couple Marines, a couple SCVs, but not too big of a deal. It's you know, Xiaozi, he couldn't have anticipated that happening, and that's why he started going for more economy, more drones. But it's almost a good thing for Idra that he didn't go for anything like that, because if Idra had what am I trying to say? If basically I'm saying it's a good thing for Idra that Xiaozi didn't go for any kind of all-in lane, because if he had, he would have been able to very easily defeat him, since he didn't. His ramp got breached there by the SCVs kind of being confused. Anyway, we've got a couple more Marines on the ramp though, and an SCV. He's producing more barracks. He's got the command center going up, and just doing a very, very good job of keeping his money spent, that sort of thing. SCV, scouting SCV trying to get in there, going to be blocked by the Zerglings, but he's got to anticipate that there's this third hatchery going down in Xiaozi's base. Xiaozi has stopped mining gas, interestingly enough, so I wonder if he is going to go for 3 hatch Zerglings at this point. He's upgrading metabolic speed. He just got enough gas for the speed upgrade. Oh my gosh. Oh man. He's going to be going for all-in 3 hatch Zerglings. Maybe, I mean, they're complaining about the lag, so maybe he decided he didn't want to play a straight-up game long-term in the lag. Maybe he didn't trust his Mutalisk micro with this much lag. But he's actually got the Zerglings routed up to the top of his ramp, so he's got his ramp blocked so that if Idra goes in there, he only sees a few Zerglings and thinks that he's producing drones, when in fact he doesn't even have any drones at his third base there. He's just producing a bunch of Zerglings. Oh my goodness. This is all in. This is going to be really bad or really good for both players. This is either going to be a complete Zergling stomp, or here's the speed upgrade, and now he's moving in. He's moving his Zerglings out. Speed upgrade finishes right as those Zerglings move out, but there are a couple fire bats, but critically no medics. The 2 medics are being produced at the barracks right now. The Zerglings are coming in. They're pausing at the outside. Oh no! The medics aren't going to be able to get there in time. The Zerglings go in. There's a couple fire bats. A surround going off. He's going to be able to surround the forces. The fire bats go down. The medics aren't there in time. Oh my gosh, the Marines get completely slaughtered, and Idra leaves the game. Xiaozi taking a game against Idra. Wow, Idra, who has basically, I mean, I'm not completely surprised that Xiaozi went for kind of an all-in cheese like that. I mean, Idra put up a really good fight against, you know, top player F91. He's got pro gamer micro. He's practicing with pros in Korea all the time. So going for an all-in cheese is a good option against a player who you feel is better than you. Although maybe Xiaozi also just felt there was an opportunity there after taking out those first couple Marines and decided to take advantage of it there. So unfortunately, a little bit anticlimactic of a game after some really good games in game 2 and 3, but yeah, a little bit anticlimactic to have a 4-minute game. Yeah. Anyway,